After losing the 1960 election, Richard Nixon said, "I believe that I spent too much time in the last campaign on substance and too little on appearance." Those who only listened to the debate thought each candidate performed well. However, those who watched the debate on TV viewed Kennedy as the clear winner. As the outcome of the Nixon-Kennedy oral argument points out, sometimes your body language can be even more persuasive than what you are actually saying.
Nonverbal communication can be defined as communication by means other than words. Social scientists organized a list of 7 basic codes of nonverbal behavior. They include kinesics, physical appearance, vocalics, haptics, proxemics, environment, and chronemics. The 3 main concepts that we will focus on are kinesics, physical appearance, and vocalics. Kinesics is basically body language. It can include movements of the head, limbs, face, and eyes. The human face has the ability to communicate feelings, emotions, reactions, all without dialogue. The face is the primary source for communication. Kinesics can range from eye contact to head movements to body posture and gestures.
Physical appearance is what your audience sees. Some social scientists believe that it is the most important component of nonverbal behavior because it is your audience's first impression. Studies have indicated that individuals who are considered more attractive typically are viewed as more persuasive. Studies regarding juries have even shown that jurors tend to sympathize more with attractive defendants. So what is attractive, you ask? Obviously, we can't readily change our bone structure or height, but certain choices in clothing, personal hygiene, and accessories can help establish credibility and persuasiveness.
Vocalics is also known as paralanguage. It refers to how we say things. Pitch, volume, and tempo are all variables of vocalics. Research has proven that louder, non-hesitant speech that has a lot of pitch variation enhances credibility.
To see these concepts in action, we enlisted the help of Bonnie McAllister, Elon's own persuasion and communication specialist. This experiment helps highlight some common errors made during oral arguments. Let's see if you can determine whose use of nonverbal communication enhanced persuasiveness and whose poor use of nonverbal communication hindered persuasiveness.
Cecilia, in order to better prepare you for your oral argument that's coming up, I've put together a question for you and I'd like for you to respond to it, if you would, please.
In my opinion, the beach definitely outweighs the mountains for the following reasons. Number 1, I ride horses, and I can't ride horses in the winter in the mountains. There's just no way to do it. Number 2, there's a lot more activities happening at the beach. You have your population centers there, and basically you can go parasailing, you can go visit Jockey's Ridge. There's just so many things to go and see. Number 3, I think that the beach has much more to offer for people that are visiting. So if you have family coming in during the summer vacation, they'll have more to see and more to do.
Caitlin, in order for you to better prepare for your oral argument, I've got a question here, and I'd like for you to be able to respond to it as if you were trying to deliver an oral argument.
In my opinion, I think that the beach is clearly the better place to live. I think that for a number of reasons, because you know what I mean? Like when you go to the beach and there's the boardwalk and there's the ocean line over here and everyone is just so happy to be there. And I just think that it's more of a family environment where you can ride your bikes down the boardwalk, everyone can go swimming in the ocean. I just think that it's just a better place to live. And that's why I think the beach is the best. But if you thought the mountains were okay, I think that that's good too.
Okay, Cecilia, I think that your response to that question is very much in line with the kind of thing that you might need to do when you're in an oral argument. So your eye contact, your fluency, your organizational skills, and your smile, which is very engaging, and it does bring an audience to you. All those things worked well for you. You stood well, you smiled well, your clothing was very appropriate, it was understated, it was not in any way distracting, and therefore it was very effective. Caitlin, I want to be able to give you some feedback, and feedback is designed to be helpful, so I hope this feedback is helpful. I think probably you have come in here not quite appropriately dressed for a serious oral argument. You were comfortable speaking, there's no question about that, and you actually had something to say, but it was interspersed with things like some, you like, I know, I mean, words like that, and those are extraneous words, they're filler words. I think you have more fluency than that, and that interrupts your fluency. Another issue, and I think it's an important issue, is people expect to have your eye contact. You were looking in stored memory, which is sort of up and out there as if there was a teleprompter up there to guide you in what you were saying. You want to keep looking at the people that you're speaking to. Women tend to have more problems with vocalics than do men. And these kinds of things happen for women. When they get agitated, their voices rise in pitch. And sometimes the high-pitched voice just doesn't have as much power as a lower-pitched voice. Also, women may have gentle voices, which means that there's not enough air supply to support the force of their voice. So volume comes into play, and you want to make certain that you have enough volume to appropriately fill the space in which you're working.
Here are a few reminders as you prepare for your oral argument.
By eliminating some of these errors, your audience will find you more competent, persuasive, and credible.